Hello everyone, right here I have a 2023 Isuzu D-Max 3.0 4x4 X-Terrain. And today, I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features, inside and out. So, here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. The X-Terrain is equipped with a remote engine start system. So to use the system, first make sure the trunk is locked, then press and hold this button. As you can see, the side mirrors are currently folded out. Upon locking the trunk, the side mirrors automatically fold in. And upon unlocking, they automatically fold out again. Also standard for the X-Terrain is Isuzu's version of a smart keyless entry and start system. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The trunk is currently unlocked. To lock the trunk, press the button on any of the front door handles. And to unlock the trunk, just press any of the buttons on the front door handles again. Along with that smart keyless entry is a keyless push button start system. So to start the D-Max, make sure the key fob is inside the truck. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the left of the steering wheel. The third generation D-Max uses a hydraulic rack and pinion power steering system. The X-Terrain trim comes with a leather steering wheel with contrast stitching around the inner rim and sport grips at 10 and 2. A 6-speed automatic transmission is an option available with the 3-litre D-Max. The automatic transmission does have a manual shifting function controlled by the gear lever. Standard with the X-Terrain trim as well are front and rear parking sensors and a 360-degree 3D camera system. When the camera system is active, the rear and the front camera views feature guidance signs. To the bottom of the camera display is a row of buttons. The leftmost button brings up the 3D camera view, of which the 3D D-Max icon can be moved around. Next to it, the buttons bring up the front camera view, the front wide-angle camera view, the front top-down camera view, the rear camera view, the rear wide-angle camera view, the rear top-down camera view, the top-down camera view, the left 3D camera view, and the left and right camera views together. Meanwhile, the rightmost button accesses the camera settings menu. Safety features in the D-Max double cab include 2 airbags, an anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, electronic stability control, a traction control system, hill start assist, hill descent control, emergency stop signal, an alarm system, and an immobilizer. ISOFIX child seat anchor points are found on the outer 2 rear seats. The X-Terrain trim adds on 5 more airbags for a total of 7 airbags and is also the only trim to get a full suite of driver assistance safety features. This safety suite comprises forward collision warning, autonomous emergency braking, multi-collision brake, a blind spot monitor, rear cross-traffic alert, and lane departure warning. The 2023 D-Max X-Terrain comes with a set of 18-inch 6 wide-spoke dark grey alloy rims. This truck rides on LT26560 R18 Yokohama Geolandar 80 G015 tyres. The brakes are ventilated discs in front and drums out back. For the suspension, it is made out of double wishbones up front and leaf springs at the rear. 30 degrees is the approach angle, 22.5 degrees is the breakover angle, and 18 degrees is the departure angle. Isuzu has been manufacturing its D-Max pickup truck since 2002. 3 generations have appeared so far, the first generation since 2002, the second generation since 2011, and the third generation since 2019. For each generation of the D-Max pickup truck produced, there is an SUV counterpart offered for those who prefer SUVs. The first generation D-Max SUV is known as MU7, while the subsequent 2 generations are known as MUX. The first 2 D-Max generations forms the base for the first 2 generations of the global Chevrolet Colorado, while the third generation D-Max forms the base for the third generation Mazda BT50. The D-Max in this video is part of the third generation lineup. The third generation D-Max made its debut in Thailand in October 2019, riding on the Isuzu Dynamic Drive platform. A facelift for the third generation D-Max was unveiled in October 2023. Depending on the market and the model year, the third generation Isuzu D-Max is also sold as the Isuzu T30, the Isuzu pickup truck, and the Qingling Tazun. In April 2025, Isuzu unveiled the production version of the D-Max EV, a battery electric version of the facelifted third generation D-Max. The pre-facelift third generation D-Max went on sale in Malaysia as a fully imported model from Thailand in April 2021, while the facelifted model went on sale in May 2024. Currently, there are 8 variants offered, and they are 1.94x4 single cab manual, 3.04x4 single cab manual, 1.94x2 Auto Plus double cab automatic, 1.94x4 standard double cab manual, 1.94x4 standard double cab automatic, 1.94x4 premium double cab automatic, V-Cross 3.04x4 premium double cab automatic, and V-Cross 3.04x4 X-Terrain double cab automatic. All the variants are in the high rider configuration. Under the bonnet of this D-Max is Isuzu's 4JJ3 TCX, 3 litre, dual ovate cams, 16 valves, turbocharged inline-4 diesel engine. This engine features a variable geometry turbo and common rail direct injection. It produces 187 horsepower at 3600 rpm and 450 Nm of torque at 1600 to 2600 rpm. The fuel tank carries 76 litres of diesel, and the combined fuel consumption for the D-Max 3.04x4 high rider double cab automatic is 8.1 litres per 100 km. Carbon dioxide emissions is 212 grams per kilometer, and this D-Max is a 4-wheel drive vehicle. Exterior features of the D-Max X-Terrain include automatic auto-leveling LED projector headlights, automatic wipers, automatic high beams, LED daytime running lights, LED front and rear fog lights, LED side indicators, LED rear lights, dark grey door handles and side mirrors, integrated side steps, roof rails, the spare tyre mounted under the rear of the truck, and a single exhaust pipe. Speaker, bottle holder, storage, mirror controls, window lock, central locking, and your window controls. All of the windows in this truck are powered, while the driver's side is the only side that gets a full automatic function in both directions. Cup holder. This button brings up the 360-degree camera system. This one is for the stability control. This one adjusts the interior brightness. You have storage down here. This lever pops open the fuel door. X-Terrain door sills. And the driver's seat in this D-Max X-Terrain does get full powered adjustments. All of the controls are located right down there. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how it revs. dual zone automatic climate control system. From left to right, we have passenger side temperature, air conditioning, recirculation, different modes, off, fan speed, automatic mode, front and rear defrost. Dual means if you have it turned on, each side will have individual temperature controls, but if you turn it off, the driver's side will control the temperature for both sides. And the last button right here is for the driver's side temperature. Four-wheel drive controls. This one is to control the aftermarket tuning chip that's in the engine. Auxiliary and USB ports. Power outlet. USB-C port for charging. This button turns on or off the wireless charging pad, which is located right here, and you can also use this area as storage. Parking sensors, downhill assist, rear differential lock. The X-Terrain trim comes with an integrated touchscreen head unit. This system features a 9-inch infotainment display, various media connectivity options, and 8 speakers. The sound system that this D-Max uses is actually quite alright. We are currently in the CarPlay menu with the current media playing information. The album art will show up here if available. Right here you have the song title, the song artist and album name will show up here again if available. You can play pause, go back a song, go for the song duration, and below you have the shuffle and repeat buttons, together with the button to bring up the love and suggest as like this options. Playing next goes to your playing next playlist, and hit library to go back to your main media menu, where you can select between library, playlists, and radio, and under library you can look at your recently added songs, playlists, artists, and whatnot. To go back to your current media playing information, press this button right here. To the right, shortcut buttons for Google Maps, music, phone, and down here, press that to go back to your main CarPlay menu, where you can then access your phone, music, Apple Maps, messages, so on and so forth. There are more apps to the right. And to the left, we have the Google Maps. You can go to destination, bring up your voice command, and control the media. To go back to the main Isuzu system, press the Isuzu icon right here. Or you can also hit the home button down here. Right here, we can bring up your phone menu, CarPlay, MirrorLink, and Miracast menus. Below, hit this, and you can select your desired media option. You have radio, USB, Apple CarPlay, Bluetooth audio streaming, auxiliary, and this button brings up the settings menu, where you can set your language, clock, time zone, so on and so forth. You also have your audio settings with your fader balance, bass mid treble, auto sound level, and all that. Display settings, Bluetooth settings, Wi-Fi settings, and camera settings. Below, you can change whether the clock is digital or analog. Bluetooth telephone button, seat track, return, home, power, volume, and this one brings up your media menus. Central locking. And as shown earlier, this car does have power folding side mirrors. To fold the side mirrors in from the inside, push this switch to the left. Light and indicator controls. Right here you have your adaptive cruise control and speed limiter controls. These left and right buttons together with the button in the middle control the multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Right now we have trip B with your distance traveled, average fuel consumption, average speed and elapsed time. We can also view your fuel consumption information, your driver assist display, four-wheel drive display, settings menu, where you can set your language, maintenance, meter settings, your vehicle settings, driving support settings. Right here, trip A with the same set of data as trip B, just depending on when you last reset it. And back to trip B. Volume controls, seat track, different media mode selection. Press and hold the button to mute the system. Bluetooth telephone controls, voice control, wiper controls. And the steering wheel in this truck is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. Storage. Cup holders. Front center armrest with storage down below. Auto dimming rear view mirror. Sunglass holder. Front reading lights. They also double up as your interior lights, and this button turns on or off the lights when you open the doors. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a couple of lights. And the driver does get a grip handle right above and on the A pillar. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now and continue with the rest of the tour. Window control, speaker, bottle holder, storage. To fold down the rear seat backs, pull this strap. And behind the rear seat backs, we have the vehicle's jack right there and emergency kit right here. We also have a bit of storage. Now, the seat bases also flip up, but unlike the seat backs which fold down in one piece, the seat bases split 60-40, the 40 part is the left seat, while the 60 part is the right seat and the middle seat. To flip the seat bases up, locate the straps down here, pull it and flip them up. Same goes for that side, and below that seat base, we have storage. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for legroom, I get about this much. And I get about this much in terms of headroom. It's actually quite nice and spacious back here. The seats are relatively soft and comfortable as well. On the front seat backs, we have storage pockets together with tiny cutouts that help with additional legroom. Here, we have a USB-A port for charging, together with a tiny storage area and rear aircon vents. Rear center armrest with cup holders. And for the rear, we can find grip handles right above and on the B pillars. Right above as well, we have hooks. You have a speaker right there and right there, and in the middle we have the cabin light. To drop the tailgate down, use a lever right there, and to open up the aftermarket tonneau cover, use a lever right there. The cargo bed in this D-Max double cab measures 1495mm, 1530mm, and 490mm in length, width, and height respectively. Payload is 970kg, while towing capacity is 3500kg. A bedliner is standard for the cargo bed. Adjustable headrests front and rear. Window control, speaker, bottle holder, storage, and the front passenger seat in this truck does get full manual adjustments. This lever controls the seat back, while this bar down here controls the seat position. Twin glove box setup in this car. You have a larger lockable one below and a smaller one right above. Cup holder. Like the driver's side, the front passenger side does get grip handles right above and on the A pillar. Also, like the driver's side, the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror with lights. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2023 Isuzu D-Max 3.0 4x4 X Terrain. Thanks for watching and goodbye.